Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, or whenever you happen to find me. Happy Saturday, November 30th. Tomorrow's the first day of Advent. And in our Daily Bread, our author is Tom Felton. And he'll be analyzing Daniel 6:10. Daniel prayed, giving thanks to God, just as he had done before. And our title is A Grateful Response. Raw fish and rainwater. An Australian sailor named Timothy survived only on these provisions for 3 months. Marooned on his storm-damaged Caterman, he was losing hope, bobbing 1,200 miles from the land in the Pacific Ocean. But then the crew of a Mexican tuna boat spotted his ailing boat and rescued him. Later, the thin and weather-beaten man declared, "To the captain of the fishing company that saved my life, I am so grateful." Timothy gave thanks following his ordeal, but the prophet Daniel revealed a grateful heart before, during, and after the crisis. Having been exiled to Babylon from Judah with other Jews, Daniel had risen in power only to be threatened by other leaders who wanted him dead. His foes got the king of Babylon to sign a decree stating that anyone who prayed to any god would be thrown into the den of the lions. What would Daniel, a man who loved and served one true God, actually do? He got down on his knees and he prayed, giving thanks to God, just as he had done before. He gave thanks. His grateful heart was rewarded as God spared his life and brought him the honor. As the Apostle Paul wrote, "May God help us give thanks in all circumstances, whether we're facing a crisis or just have come through one. A grateful response honors him and helps keep our faith afloat." Dear God, please help us all with thanks, even when life is hard. Help us find gratitude. Amen. And now a couple questions for us to think about. Why is it vital to regularly thank God? How can you grow a more grateful heart? It's vital to thank God. Remember, if it wasn't for him, there would be no us. So we could just start there. It's good for your soul, too, to humble yourself down and realize that without God, your two hands would not be capable of whatever you're building. Without God, you would not have what's right in front of you. So it is good for your soul. It's good for your character and your overall well-being to thank and be grateful to God. How can you grow more grateful? Look around and try and see. I heard this Mother Teresa saying, my favorite saying by Mother Teresa. I'll leave you with this. I'm hoping that answers your question. Mother Teresa's favorite thing to do was to go out in the world and try and find Jesus in everyone. Now, I've actually had someone at church turn to me and say, that's really hard to do when you're staring down a food line in Trenton, which in a bad neighborhood and miles of a food line. She's correct. Doesn't mean it's not there. What it does mean is I haven't bothered to look. And that's on me. Amen? Have a great Saturday, everybody. And remember to be good to one another. Amen.